is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Hey, Shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they go.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. A couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running it again with Dobbins. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down Denver.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 43. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Nicks off the play action. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nicks. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st down, here's Penix. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal from the 9 here. Penix here from the gun. Catch made. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. George Pickens the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. Their own 21 yard line.
Hold up, we got the plyometric. Ran up out of Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. First and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Penix working from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Third down, it's Penix. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
And it'll come to an end as they touch him down.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer you not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Coach will get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Nix from the gun. Pulled in by the rookie out of Texas Tech. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this punt works out. So it's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This play goes for 36. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down. And goes to the hurry up here.
1st down, Atlanta.
Penix now on 1st down. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And this is going to fall incomplete. He made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Penix on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
He should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. He should get out of my way. Get your talking.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. Has some room to work. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Look at that throw and double coverage to a running back. I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
2nd and 3 now. To the air with Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. But when you've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Play fake. Penix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo.
Makes his pass. Intercepted. 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Captain. Over second.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
First and 10.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Comes down the field. It's Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Penix now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try and run here with Robinson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
The Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. That's Pickens with a catch out right. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Penix working from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal. Penix here from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's out the clear. The 40. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick six for Denver. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. He just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100 plus for a pick six. Wow.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Penix looking to pass. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Ready. Right here.
Nix from the gun. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And he is down to the 30-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you've always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
Almost set. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. He rolls to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
This will give here to Dobbins. And 2 yards all he can get since they're down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Almost set. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Oh, like air out of a balloon. You saw all the excitement disappear when they saw the flag in the backfield. That penalty nullifies the INT.
Well, don't hit the quarterback then, Kate. Certainly don't rough him. Crying out loud.
Running it after the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Falcons 17.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Trying for the deep ball. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Broncos will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead. He takes it down to the 33. That goes for 32 yards. And that's a Falcon first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Atlanta.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Penix on 3rd down. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 14. And
On first down, here's Penix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
He started the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son! Take ball!
From the red zone now. By the pylon.
There's no negatives ever on a great shoot for completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Wilson and Devo's got it.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So they'll accept the miscue and take that flag. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
Here's Nix to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football, and they should be able to coast right through this 4th with that kind of lead. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Hold on, set. Get in here. Undergrowth. Chill. Away.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
To the air with Penix. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 30. And the Falcons 1st down.
And again, it's Penix. It's Pickens on the slant. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now a stoppage for an injured player. Oh, that's their playmaker, George Pickens, who's shaken up. Significant loss for their offense if this is serious. So 1st down from the 41. It's Penix yet again. Sends this to the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that 1st down. So back to the drawing board they go for 2nd. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's going to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
That's another Falcons.
Penix is going to throw again. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they get this down at the 12-yard line before being stopped.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
Again, Penix to the air. He brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Penix here from the gun. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Falcons still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
24.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Following the play, we see trainers headed out towards an injured player, and it's Evan Ingram, the one in question. He's in some distress. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now Nix. Nix the grab in bounds left side. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Finds London on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the
On first down, here's Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But getting focused defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
3rd down, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the mustard. This one falls short. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Gain of 26 yards there. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Play fake. Penix. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Design run, here's Nix. So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your